Hello. Gonna put some video together here from yesterday and today. I had some video of me edging yesterday, and edging is incredibly boring for anybody that's ever watched it. It's just running boards through a saw and stacking, and when I do it by myself, it's even slower, so it's more painstaking. So I'm gonna put those on here as time lapse. Did that yesterday, and then this morning also had a little logs I brought in yesterday yesterday evening late. And then we brought in 2 more loads of logs off from my place Dakota was cutting. Also stacked those. We cleaned out underneath the mill. And I had to be here for well pump pullers to fix a part on my water system. It had plugged up the little line that goes to my pressure switch, and so it was getting really good pressure, and then it would shut off and it'd take it forever to come back on, and we got that fixed, I think. So and I've gotten all that done before 4 o'clock. We even took almost an hour off for lunch today and went to the dairy over in Quapaw and had a big old cheeseburger. But anyway, here goes. Hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end. Well, here it is. Next day. I didn't get much video done, but I edged just about all day, and then had to go to the campground, do a little maintenance on the church cabin. I guess you could call it maintenance. And then here this morning, I'm trying to get around and get my calves fed. Sorry, it's gonna be dark for a second. I was checking oil on my scooter here. Realized it's been a long time since I checked it. Because I didn't remember it having 2 dipsticks, but it does. And here's something that's very real for you. I don't know where you put the oil in the thing at. I've had it a year and never had to add any oil to it. And the motor oil one looks a little black, but the transmission oil is just as clear as it can be. So I don't know how much of it we actually got, but I'll go see if I can feed these calves up the road. I'm gonna try to get to do some spraying here this morning. But it's already a little bit windy, and they're showing showers west of us about 100 miles maybe. Lots of extra work going on right now. We're trying to get around to where we can cut some of this early growed up stuff. That there's actually had wheat interseeded in it that I was using for pasture last fall. Played out over the winter. Fertilized it pretty good. I'm gonna try to make some baleage there. We've got, let's see, about 50 acres maybe, or 60 of stuff we're gonna try to make baleage out of, and all we gotta have is 2 dry days together. One to cut on it, and the next one to bale it. And of course that stuff, you're not done when you got it to bale. You got to bring it home and wrap it. But that might make us some good baleage for later. I got that patch there. Oh, 3 more patches like it over that hill, and 1 up in the woods on Lewis's, and then the one I'm gonna try, I videoed, and I'm gonna try to put a hay grazer in. I've changed my mind, decided to go ahead and cut it off because it's so thick. I don't know if I can kill it with it being growed up that way. And then I've got like 4 or 5 acres right here. We planted that to wheat. It didn't have a lot growing on it. It's kind of poor. Be a while of fertilizing on it to get it to where it really makes much, but he's the man. Him and his diesel rig. Look at that. I'm so lame brained I didn't even lock it last time. And the neighbor's cows are coming over here wanting to talk with me. I don't know why. I've never fed them with this. Ever. He sure got a cute little calf though. Pretty young, just this of that tree. I think there might be a calf or two in here this morning. There hadn't been being any. They'd all been staying up on the north part since we turned the bulls out. Grass is getting a little ahead of them now, which is good. I sprayed this in here. I got all it sprayed the other day when it's nice and still. See if we can see if it's working. It's kind of uncommon, but it's a good thing whenever you get to a point where you have to hunt for a weed to see if your spraying is actually working. But we'll find one here. Some buckbrush. Right there. There's quite a little bit of that Cerisa lespedeza in here, and that's what that right there is. See how the leaves are curled up on it, turning down. That Cerisa lespedeza gets more than about 6 inches tall. They'll eat anything else first. They don't like it. It's got a stem, a woody stem to it, and the screwy part is back in the 40s and the 50s, the state highway departments planted Cerisa on their right-of-ways. They thought the deer would love it, which is stupid because why would you want deer on the road right-of-ways all the time? And I think maybe they finally figured that out. I don't know. But yeah, you can't have deer on the road right-of-ways and be safe without having people hitting deer all the time. And then they figured out, nope, the deer won't eat it. Ain't nothing will eat the stuff. But there was some people around here that grew it for seed, sold the seed to the highway departments back then. I bought a combine out of a barn one time that'd been used to cut that stuff with. Let's see here. Too head, every one of them's in there. Well, I don't know if you can see the leaves on that tree or hear the wind, but it's too windy. Not gonna get to spray again today. And then there's that. Huh. But we can get an overlook of another one of my hay fields. Now this one we'll try to put up as dry hay. And so we're probably about a month away from thinking about baling it. It makes quite a little bit of Bermuda, and we had to get that other stuff cut off from there so we can get the Bermuda to come on. I may, depending on how the money goes, I may fertilize it after but I've fertilized it once. We put 150 pounds of triple 19 on it this year already, so I might just have to go back with a little nitrogen, which is insanely expensive. $300 a ton for nitrogen in January, and even in February early, and then it jumped to 500. Doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. Well, anyway, I'll see what we're doing after bed. So we're up here at Dakota's corral, and we picked up a piece of this corral. It's actually in the hayfield, and he has to have his cows shut out of the hayfield, so he's going to move this piece and build a corral around it. I actually built this thing sometime in the mid-90s when I had a piece of ground rented from a guy, and this would fit in place of what he had there, and I picked that up and moved it on the back of my pickup once. I think I took the head gate off, but anyway, I have moved it before. And that whole deal is pretty heavy. It'll pretty well set wherever we put it, but it had 3 anchors. But 2 of them pulled up. Scott said he couldn't find the other one, but it ought to be right there and behind my tire. We'll look for it here in just a second when you pull up. Huh, happy? Yeah, this is how Dakota looks when he's happy. Huh. This is how Scott looks when it's fixing to rain. We gotta go a half a mile. It looks terrible, but it's really only 10 foot wide. There's going to be a pin that goes the full length of the shed and back around the other side of it. Uh-huh. Did you find your gate pin? Well, oh well. Broke that part too. You better take it home and weld it. Anyway, got her moved. If that's the only casualty, we can fix that. It's always something though. Look right there on my trailer. Yep. She's puking. Always something to work on. Well, that was it. I wanted to do a little opening here. I got a letter envelope in the mail, if I get that up there right, from High Singer Farms. If you haven't watched their channel, you ought to go try to watch their channel. And he sent me a really nice letter. They have friended me on Facebook and also sent me a sticker. And I got to get something done with this sticker. I have managed to misplace my Thomas Farms sticker, but he also sent me a magnet. And I'm going to put that on my refrigerator here really quick. And if you haven't watched High Singer Farms, some of his videos are they're a little bit lengthy, but that's all right with me. I like the way he puts things in fast gear and gets things done. And he's kind of like I am. All the stuff he does on his own family farm, and he's over in Kentucky. I appreciate the way he operates. He just recently tore out a pit on a hog barn to make a building big enough, and I'm assuming he did that so he could get his semi trucks and stuff in there to be able to work on them. He is already working on his spray coop in there, so it looked like it'd make a whale of a shop with a heavy concrete floor anyway. So anyway, I really like their station or their channel, so if you haven't tuned into them and you like farming videos, you're going to like their channel. Just look for High Singer Farms. There's my advertisement for them. Also, Thomas Farms TN. Thomas Farms TN. Check them two channels out. Those guys have been awful good to me, and I'll get something done with those stickers. I got to locate that one. Can't believe I lost it. I have a feeling I know where it's at, but I haven't hunted for it. So anyway, thanks for watching my video, and hit like. Feel free to comment. I like getting to talk back and forth with y'all in the comments, and we'll be making more videos coming up. So stick around, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost anything. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.